Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And this time we're gonna see if Blockman is going on an acid trip, or if he can just say no to corrosion. Just as a forewarning when you're watching this stage, I did not play the demo of this game. In fact, once that initial trailer came out showing the Double Gear system, I watched that and I looked at the list of Robot Masters, and that is all of my knowledge. Yeah, well, so much for the barrier protecting me. So that is the extent of my knowledge of this particular game. So yeah, I have no idea what this stage is like. I have no idea what Blockman is like. Those guys are neat. I like them in concept. I don't like their execution as much. They feel like they're... I can see you there. Yes, I see you, but I just don't know what you're doing. You can tell that this is my first time playing this stage. Yeah, barrier. My barrier is not harming him. Also because, oh, this is just a terrible idea to do this. Yeah, you have to put the power gear on, and then activate the barrier, and then that's how you get the barrier to damage enemies that you come in contact with. I didn't quite grasp that, despite the tutorial, and even the times that I did that. Until, like, near the end of this video, I'll have, past gameplay me will have figured this out. So this one, you need to time it precisely, and things go well. Now, these first few times trying this, it works out for me with those wheelie enemies. Yeah, see, there's me fumbling around with the barrier improperly. But yeah, those guys, I'm sure also... Oh, mini-boss time. Okay, this guy's obnoxious. And apparently I was standing too close to his spinniness. Okay. I do develop a strategy to beat him rather quickly. Yeah, see, there... You'll see, sometimes I will have just a hard time timing that. And other times, I feel like there's not a big enough opening there. I like the idea behind it. See, I feel like that should have hit. And now I'm completely thrown off. Now I'm just, like, going wild here. Didn't get 2 shots in, because it takes 2 hits to kill him. So yeah, they intend for you to use the speed gear to slow down time to beat him, but I don't want to do that for every one of those guys that we come across. And technically you don't have to, but as you can see, the timing on that is tight. I like the concept, but I just think he should have a little bit bigger of an opening, like a full 25% of his wheel being open instead of just, was that 10% of his wheel? Yeah, that was... And Mega Man also does not go up and down ladders very quickly at all. As I attempt to get rid of it. Well, he could... I protest that. Alright, well, things will respawn when you die. However, E-Tanks and 1-Ups will not respawn after death, or even, like, going back to stages. I find that odd. I think if you end a stage, you should be able to get that. I need to hit his eyes. Okay, and this is not the optimal way to fight this boss, because if it was, well, I'd have him dead by now. But this is a neat concept for a boss. One thing I'm not so keen on is we're going to run into a pattern here. You can tell I've played at least a few stages ahead. In fact, as of this commentary, I have beaten 7 of the 8 Robot Masters. But each stage has a mini-boss in it, and I'm not really keen on that concept. I mean, even if you go back and look at the earlier Mega Man games, most of the stages didn't even have mini-bosses. They just had, you know, the stage. And if they had a mini-boss, maybe there was 2, 3, or 4 stages tops that would have a mini-boss. Mega Man 11, every stage has a mini-boss. Mega Man 9 and 10, only half the stages in each of those games had me go, what in the world? Oh, I like this concept. So we have to work our way through the block pattern quickly. How much of this is going to be going on? Charge shots are your friend here. This is not my friend. I like that concept. In fact, I'm going to say, out of the 7 stages I've played, this is my favorite stage so far. Now, that spot right there, I did mention in the last video that the power gear gets me killed. Well, that was poorly done. So apparently I can't even hang out near the edge because of the hit detection. But yeah, the power gear on that conveyor belt with that smasher guy is going to end up getting me killed. I don't remember if it does that on camera or off camera. Again, I protest a bunch of the timing on that guy. But basically the power gear, when you press the fire button, it will fire 2 shots immediately, and then you have to wait until those 2 shots clear before you fire again. So you can't rapid fire it like I can rapid fire the Mega Buster. Abuse shooting through walls here. And if you go quick enough, you can stop the 3rd one from ever even falling down. But I have not gotten that quick at that yet. Okay, we'll just jump over him. Yeah, this guy. So yeah, what you want to do is handle him. I thought I picked that up, but I guess I didn't. Handle him as I handled him there. Just rapid fire the Mega Buster and trust you're going to be okay. I see him there. But yeah, so far, those block puzzle walls, that is my favorite stage mechanic thus far. And there's only one stage I have left to play before the Wily stages. That's how post-commentary this is. Now, do be mindful of that wheeler there. If he hits a block that is coming down, he will bounce off of it and turn around. That did end up getting me hit at some point. I see a bunch of things here. Acid barrier seems pretty good through here. Yeah, one thing I dislike about the acid barrier, though, is how long you have to pause as you're trying to establish the barrier. And that's the thing that will hurt me. Oh, we have conveyors with this thing? I can't stay straight. Okay, kill this thing quickly. That is what we need to do. And I'm trying to use the power gear. It's, didn't have the desired effect. This is definitely not the desired effect. Come on, finish him. No, not gonna get far enough. Okay. So that is not how you want to battle that guy. I will be showing off how to battle that guy. And when you battle him properly, you can kill him even before he makes a second attack. But yeah, I'm just gonna... You've seen all that stuff. So we're gonna fight the second mini-boss on the conveyor again because this is new. It'll mean that I can kill him. What you want to do is, as soon as he lands, you're gonna want to use your speed gear and slow down time. And that just allows you to get so many shots off and just go to town with the Mega Buster. That's really the strategy here. But you can also do what I just did. It takes a little bit longer, a little bit more. Oh my, you come back here with that. I needed that. That 1-up is gone forever. It does not matter how many times I restarted or continued the stage, even going back to the stage select, that 1-up does not come back. If you pick it up, it does not come back. Same thing with that 1-up in... that's not what I was trying to do. I want barrier, because I'm getting shot at by projectiles, and basic barrier is good against projectiles, not as good against enemies unless you use the power gear upgrade. I do like the whole concept of using the power gear to upgrade the attack. Very well done. Probably the only thing I like about the power gear. And we have more of this stuff. Oh my. I like this stuff. This one looks scary, but yeah, just come around here and slide. And that thing. Yeah, we're gonna do it like this. Hey, I didn't say you were done. That is not how that was supposed to go at all. Yeah, see, the 1-up is gone. When you pick up 1-ups, they remain gone. Same with E-tanks. Which I find that a little bit weird. I think if you complete a stage, or you get a game over at a stage, you continue it, or even if you go back to stage select, you should be getting the E-tanks and 1-up should respawn at that point. But they don't, and that's just one of Mega Man 11's quirks. Speaking of other Mega Man 11 quirks, I did also play some of the other difficulties off-camera, only on stages that I've been to, so I'm not spoiling anything for this blind Let's Play of the normal stages. And from what I can gather, I didn't make it to a boss in any of them, but the only difference, and I'm really disappointed with this, it's not like, the superhero mode is not like hard mode, or, yeah, that's what I want to do. I have the right idea. I need to, yeah, speed gear, and I overheated there, so that's okay. That just means you have to wait until the bar goes all the way down before you can use the double gear system again, which, that's fine. Ooh, this looks interesting. This is a room I'm going to die a whole bunch on. And when I say a whole bunch, I mean, like, I end up taking at least 6 to 8 deaths in this room. And I shouldn't take that many. Not at all. But, yeah, this is kind of how you want to go about this room. And I almost get near the end, and then everything just quickly fell apart. That's game over, so I'm going to meet you back in that room. Hey, you guys can just watch me have some silly fails again. This is the Silly Fails compilation of this video. Nope, jump. There we go. Oh, what was I saying? Oh, yes, the other difficulties. So, the superhero mode, all it really does is increase the damage done by enemies and bosses in that. And that's really about it. And some enemies take more shots for you to kill, too. And that's pretty much the only differences between all 4 of the difficulties. Even the... Really? We missed that jump? Okay. Even the easiest difficulty, you know, in Mega Man 10, how they had the easy mode platforms, where they would block off certain spikes and that is the only time I get that rush coil to work the way that it worked there. See, it's not going to happen again. I timed it so well the first time, and then that enemy's going to block me there. Because I wasn't getting blocked enough by the blocks. But yeah, enemy placements were not changed on any difficulty. There was no, like, easy mode platforms, although for the newcomer difficulty, don't play newcomer difficulty. Come on, have some respect for yourself. Newcomer difficulty, what it does, it reduces the damage so much. Like, enemies are doing, like, half a point of damage to you every time they hit you. And you have infinite beat and infinite spike absorber from the beginning of the game. Which means spikes will never deal any damage to you, they will never kill you, you'll never get killed by any pits. And at that point, why are you even playing? Like, I can respect casual difficulty, but newcomer, don't play on newcomer. And don't run away with the life pellets that I need. Hey, we made it to the boss. This guy, Blockman. This is where you're really going to see that I did not play or watch any of the demo, because this guy gives me a huge problem. And that E-Tank was a mistake, but I'm like, I want to go into this with full health. I feel like this is going to be his weakness. Oh, yes, who didn't see that? We're going to use the, okay, that is not his weakness. Well, so much for giving him an acid trip. He's, oh man, he just got the drop on us. So yeah, Blockman, he uses a power gear. Oh my goodness, and now he has a whole nother bar of health that you have to deal with. This is the hard part. I was thinking you could slide under his legs, but no, apparently the game doesn't like it when you try to do that. I'm deciding if I want to use a knee tank. I don't want to use a knee tank. You don't want to run into his knee either. Alright, so yeah, I'll just meet you back at Blockman and we'll have a fail compilation of this. So yeah, so superhero mode, the different difficulties, they were really disappointing to me. I was expecting like different enemy placements, like how Mega Man 9 did it for their hero and superhero mode, or Mega Man 10's hard mode that had different enemy placements and then would give bosses a additional attack. However, given the bosses in this game, and given how the rest of superhero mode has been designed, I really don't think they went to the effort of putting they put in the effort to give bosses an additional attack. And I'm saying that because just playing through the same stage, Acid Man stage, on the different difficulties, I could notice that design pattern. It was about the laziest, most effortless design changes you could make to have different difficulties. They didn't reduce the number of enemies for the easier modes. They didn't. They might have changed some of the pickup spots. Like in superhero mode, they removed all the pickups. There's no pickups whatsoever throughout any of the stages. So there was that. And that's their idea of adding difficulty, which technically that does add difficulty, but come on. I would have liked a little bit more. Like Mega Man 10 hard mode more. Although this guy is difficult enough. I'm still not sure, even post-commentary, how to dodge some of this stuff. Now, when he does his hand slap thing, where he's just bring his hand down to crush you, I believe you can hide in the corner and you'll still be safe. The issue I have in executing this is that you need to hit that red dot, that big red dot, and in order to hit that you need to be jumping. If you are jumping at any point during that hand slap, he will hit you. And so the whole dodging and trying to damage him is kind of at odds with each other here. But yeah, you do need to take this thing down. He has a whole other life bar. Another strategy that I'm trying out is get him to do some things before backing me completely into the corner, and it kind of works. Speed gear also kind of helps here. It gives you a little bit more of an opportunity to hit him. And then when he pulls his hand back to do a punch, that's when you want to take a step towards his knees and not jump. So again, stopping your openings from attack. That whole brick scooping attack where he swipes the ground, I don't know a good way to dodge that. Haven't found that yet, and I don't find that by the end of this video. So if you guys are aware of that, yeah, let me know in the comment section. Also, after beating 7 of the Robot Masters, I would say that Blockman is the most difficult. I mean, you're kind of dealing with 2 life bars, but you're kind of not. Once you kill this life bar, he'll go back to his small form, and he'll lose about 1/3 of his health. So he'll be... And we had to kill like 1/3 of him to get to this phase. So really, he has this full life bar and 2/3 of a life bar on the smaller phase. But we almost got it. No, he's almost got it. Okay, we got it. Now he gets into this final mode, which I don't handle properly. Yeah, you have to jump and fire. I don't want to get broke. You can try to dodge, I don't recommend that. Just rapid fire, and eventually you'll take him down. But you need to rapid fire better than that. And it's going to be several more tries before I get him back to that phase, because I have such a difficult time with his giant phase. I definitely need to do some more off-camera practice on this guy before we go to the Wily stages and we have to do the refights. Okay, so now he's doing this. So first phase I'm fine with. It's this phase that gets me. Okay, so he's going for his hand slap. I should have went up against the wall. I keep thinking that I can still hide by his knee, and then I get too close to him when I'm trying to do that. Yeah, that I don't know what to do to dodge that, because it doesn't look like I can jump over the thing. Yeah, so you can stay in the corner there, but not when he punches you. He just punched me in the face. That's supposed to be my technique. Stealing my techniques.
Never thought you'd make it this far.
Never thought I made it this far. You've seen me like half a dozen times already. So yeah, out of the 7 Robot Master stages I've played so far, my favorite stage to go through, or stage mechanic, is that whole block puzzle spinny wall of doom, the demon wall. And I believe the most difficult Robot Master thus far is Blockman. And there I thought I could jump and get in, but no, I just ended up jumping and used. Although this one looks like it's going to go a lot better. He hasn't done his scoop attack yet. And I want to use this to kind of get more shots. There we go. Okay, now we're back to this phase. So yeah, charge shots. I think you should be using charge shots and regular shots from a distance. Or just regular shots. Try to jump over some of them so you don't have to always do this. Yeah, rapid fire can take a little while to do this. But yeah, you can out rapid fire him. You might have a slightly sore thumb afterwards, but that's a valid strategy. And look at that, the time I beat him, I only lost about half my health. Alright. That gets us a new weapon. But this weapon gets Scream. I like how it's changing him, but I don't like how long it takes to load all of this stuff. A lot of it seems kind of dull. And then we get to this. This is the part that's cool. Alright, so blocked rock burn. And that's what it looks like with the power gear, because if you don't get the drop on your enemies with 4 bricks, you can drop 20 of them on them. Alright, that is all for now. And next time we'll go, well, we'll see if we can put out some fires.